There are a few numbers that you need to pay attention to when RVing. The one that many people focus on is towing capacity. This is the maximum amount your vehicle is rated to pull and stop when moving down the road. Another less talked about number is payload capacity. These are the total amount of weight that the vehicle is rated to carry itself. Hey there, and welcome to RV Gear and Far. I'm Joshua, and today I want to jump into talking about payload capacity versus towing capacity in respect to RV travel. Oftentimes, the payload can be reached before the towing capacity. Think of it this way. Your vehicle may be capable of pulling and stopping 11,000 pounds of weight in towing capacity. But 11,000 pounds loaded onto a farm wagon with an unloaded articulated tongue, like a big version of a garden wagon, adds almost zero weight to the vehicle suspension. Versus an RV towable will be adding anywhere from 10 to 15% for a bumper pull and 15 to 20% for a fifth wheel of the trailer's weight to the vehicle and the manner of tongue or pin weight. Therefore, they need to be accounted for in the vehicle's payload capacity. And also remember, outside of payload and towing capacity, 11,000 pounds of bricks on a flatbed trailer is going to tow totally different than a 20-foot travel trailer behind the same truck. One is a big sail, the other one is just a lot of weight in a more aerodynamic situation. So also realize that the towing ratings and the payload capacities are meant for everything that you could hook that vehicle up to. Whether you're towing a Jeep behind a Class C motorhome and want to upgrade to a half-ton truck, or whether you're trying to figure out if your travel trailer will be adequately pulled by your large SUV. All of these tongue and pin weights add into the vehicle's payload capacity and therefore need to be accounted for. For example, this F-150 with a max tow package is rated to tow 11,200 pounds, which means that my 9,500 pound loaded RV is well within the truck's towing capacity. However, the payload capacity is only 1,596 pounds, which is usually calculated to include a 150 pound driver, a full tank of fuel, and nothing else in the truck. Just make sure to check how your manufacturer creates those numbers and those ratings and how they specifically add in certain things and don't add in others. So this means with a tongue weight from the trailer of 10 to 15%, I'm going to go with 15% because it's always better to calculate at the high end. Add this to all the additional people, pets, interior cargo, exterior cargo on the RV itself, in addition to the hitch coupling. It really adds up quickly. In this example, with 15% tongue weight and 3 passengers, with nothing else stored in the truck, we'd bust payload capacity. That doesn't include the dog or the actual hitch itself to be able to connect the truck to the trailer. It's also worth noting that these numbers are estimates. It's important to take the time to weigh your setup after it's loaded to make sure that you're within safe operating limits. And also know that where you load cargo on the trailer frame impacts the realized hitch weight. The point of this tip, you have to check all of your numbers and capacities on all of your equipment, not just make sure that you're within towing capacity. It's a flashy number, but not typically the limiting factor when we're talking about RVs. If you got anything out of this video and enjoy RV tips, gear reviews, and how-tos, please show your appreciation down below and consider subscribing to the channel. That's all I have for today. Happy camping!